So why do men feel lost? They lose themselves through life, disconnect with themselves, and this is not weakness. This is not laziness. It's sort of result of years of being tired of a certain way. 20 years old, they're chasing success. In their 30s, they're juggling family life, work, etc., and hope they'll be in a better position. In the 40s, they realise they don't know who they are. They've completely lost their identity, or they identify as something else, by listening to another voice, another narrative from years of conditioning. So what's the cost of staying lost? Well, they fade away emotionally, spiritually, physically. And I think there's no plan. We become reactive, we become passive, and we become frustrated. And then because low self-worth, anger, bad health, and then this floods into relationships. So how do we go about changing that? Well, we become aware. We start to become aware of behaviors and patterns and the things we're doing. And if they don't serve us, do we continue them? So we start questioning ourselves through journaling. Start asking these deep questions. We get brutally honest with ourselves. What person have I become? How do my behaviors affect others and myself? Is this helpful to me? What sort of guy do I want to become? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to show up as? Do I want to be a great dad, a great husband, or just a good bloke who's firm but fair, but loyal to himself? And with the honesty, it becomes difficult because we've got to strip back all the layers of pain and different things, what we see in ourselves. We've got to strip back the reality that some of the ways we've been over the years with anger and frustration, all these reactive behaviors, and maybe numbing out with alcohol and drugs and porn and this sort of stuff. We've got to let go of this. This is the time when we start to recognize it. And then because we've got the healing, where we've got to lean into the past pain, we've got to lean into this stuff and start to embrace and accept where we've been and accept what we've been through. And this can be through a little bit of breath work, see a therapist, a coach, lots of journaling, lots of meditation, and start coming inward. And this will be the way. This will be the way where you find your way to your next path. And this is an opportunity for you to grow. And then when we go into the action, we want to take a step. We can't make all changes overnight, one step at a time. And we need routines. We need structure. We need goals, like plans for each day, even a goal for each day, a goal for the week, a goal for the month, and then 3 months, 5 months, 12 months, 5 years. Just start planning out this potential of what you want and who you want to be. And this will come with setting those intentions, creating systems for yourself. And this work can be done, and you can change, you can heal, and you can build this intention of who you want to be. And we can get into our bodies, start becoming very mindful. And there's always a way forward for this. Our past does not define who we are. We can shape our future of what we've been through in a positive way. And everything like anger, frustration, reactive force is like an energy. It's like something what can be reshaped. It can be shape-shifted into something else. Off the back of that, you could write a book, you could help others, you could serve others, you could set up a business. I set up my therapy business off the back of some tough times. And then you have a real purpose. And as a man, you can find purpose in your life, something far bigger than anything you've had. You'll find yourself in a different frequency in life. You'll find yourself in a completely different world. And once you start to change one thing, you change everything. But the work's got to be done. And trust me, if you do this work and you look at your awareness and look at yourself and be honest with yourself, you can change everything. You can create a world and create a reality which is far better than you ever dreamed of doing. And this will then show up in a positive way in your relationships, in your physical health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health. And you become a better person to be around. So I've created a little course called the Align course. And if you click the link in the video, you'll be able to get this. And it's a self-paced course. And that'll be working through all these sort of things. to align to your morals and values, and you get clear on who you are. This will give you a really good start. So if you're interested in that, click the link. And as always, like the video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.